Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jammed Up Show. I am your host, Cooper Knuckles, and I had full intention on going to bed. But I checked Instagram, and lo and behold, I just watched Kristen Anderson go through a tunnel in an arena show within like 4 to 5 hours ago. Now, today we're going to dive into that and go into the similarities between Blake's going out of the tunnel incident and Kristen Anderson's going out at the in the tunnel. Now, this is not going to be a bashful video to Kristen. This is actually going to be a defense video, if you believe me or not.
You're now a lawyer, and now you must defend your first clients.
I know you guys expect me to probably go after Kristen here and say she demands to be fired just like Blake Granger. But I would be wrong if I'm being honest. If anything, this video is actually to say she could just get suspended and that's fine. She didn't deserve to be fired after this rollover. Now, some of you might be saying, Cooper, what's the difference? What is the difference here between Kristen Anderson's rollover and Blake Granger's? Well, if we look at the footage here. Here's Kristen Anderson's rollover. Yeah, I mean, that was about as soft as a baby's butt at that point. I mean, it was if anything, I don't know if you guys heard that. It sounded like they shut her off. Granted, she wasn't really going to save it. I think she put herself in a predicament that was not savable, but with them shutting her off, didn't even get us a chance to see a what-if situation. Now let's take a look at Blake Granger's incident. By God, you can tell the difference between the two for sure, and if you have not figured it out yet, one was out of control and one was kind of in control. They both put themselves in that situation, but one of them tried to make a spectacular moment out of the situation while the other clearly understood, oh gosh, I'm getting close to the wall and I better hit the brakes and hope for the best. Now, you may be asking, Cooper, how is it fair, though, that Blake Granger gets fired, but Kristen Anderson doesn't get fired? Because they both went out of the arenas, and I mean, yes, I would agree. They both wrecked into the tunnel. But one of the drivers wasn't getting warned after warned after warned every week, told to calm down. Same weekend, same show weekend was told, hey, quit trying to lip the back to pop yourself up. You're not skilled enough for that. I'm getting heated. What does he do? He tries it. It is to calm down and put on a show for the kids in the stands, not try to become the greatest driver. To drive for the kids in the stands and to not drive for the keyboard warriors on the Instagram comments that I see glazing the shit out of them like they work at a donut factory. Kristen Anderson is the perfect example to where you look at this situation and you go, damn. Shit happens. Kristen Anderson is the perfect example to who they want to be driving a gravedigger in the arenas. Kristen Anderson is an Anderson and drives an Anderson truck. And she drives it very well in arenas. Very rarely do you see her wreck like she did today. And you can even tell she knew she was in a bad spot. She put the brakes on. And I believe they shut her off. I'm not saying they shut her off. I'm just saying it sounded like they shut her off to where it gave her no chance to possibly like pop. I don't know. It's a sticky situation. That is for sure.
I guess we'll never know.
But I wanted to make this video today to go over the two because I've already seen the comments. I'm waving my hands around a lot. I've already seen the comments to where people are saying, how is she not getting fired? Oh, imagine that. It's an Anderson. they drive a gravedigger. That's why she's not getting fired. No, she's not getting fired because she's an Anderson. She's not getting fired because this is a situation where she can actually learn from this and to not go a little bit extra crazy in some certain scenarios. Because honestly, the way she went sideways along the pod, you don't normally see that. And she was already kind of getting a little too wild. So she just tried to get a little ahead of herself. It was the last show of the week. So, I mean, she literally is one of those, they can easily sit her down and she will even acknowledge, yeah, I messed up. Yeah, that's on me. She's not going to get out of that truck and go, look what I did. I saved the weekend. This I prove to you I should be here. Kristen Anderson is like the perfect driver model that they want driving for arenas. She is not out of control. She is more or less like the best Hayne driver to put on the show for the fans, which is all they ask for. Guys, this is not for a point series. This is not for nothing. This is for the fans. And we're in an arena. Now, granted, we are probably going to see a lot of people come back to this and say, hey, we should stop doing shows in arenas. Again, this showed we had a skillful driver in the arenas putting on a show for the fans. Got a little bit too excited. We got a little too excited here. That's all. Just got a little excited. Granted, it's not a good look that this is within like the same like 3 months of each other. Hell, when I started this YouTube channel is when this happened. And now look at us. We're 600, or we're almost 600. I think we're 500 subs. 570 subs. Whoa. Can we get another 570 subs before the next person to wreck out of the arena? Imagine. Like, subscribe. You better do it. You better do it. We're so close to 1,000. That would be sick. From the main footage that I've shown here today is for Monster Truck Daily. I went to their comments because, you know, why not? Let's go. Let's dive into this cesspool. That is such a harsh thing to say. Lo and behold, the king himself was in them comments. And there's one comment I saw here to where it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, which is why I may be a little bit more aggressive than I need to be in this video. All right. And I quote, "We have tunnels and safety precautions for a reason." All right, I'm just going to stop it there. Yes, no shit. Remember that video I just posted last week when we were going over venues that were not safe? Remember how they had people sit that close to the stands, to the trucks? Remember how they had the fans sitting so close to the track? This is where you see Monster Jam. The fans are sitting way up higher, and they have the tunnel taped off. So no one sits there because anything like this could happen. Literally, we just went over this last week. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. We just went over. This is why Monster Jam sits the fans so high, literally, for this situation. I'm so glad Monster Jam is not that dumb like some venues where they put the fans that close to make an extra $20 in that row. Yeah, I agree with you. It was out of the tunnel. But I've also been in an arena for 10 years when you clearly know I should be in stadiums. All right. Yeah, you may think you should be in stadiums, but guess what? You were driving in an arena show. So what does that mean, Mr. Ranger? Drive like you're in an arena show, not like you're in a stadium show. You're not a hero. Just put on a show for that 8-year-old Tommy up there who just bought a bag of popcorn and is excited to watch Monster Mutt do its thing.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Oh, yeah. Hence, I won World Finals Freestyle, not to mention. I'm just going to skip past that one. That's a whole different topic. Everyone is effing complaining about how lame arena shows are, and I'm the guy that's driving hard and trying to make it interesting that you guys are bitching about. effing commercial. All right. There you go. Kettle's in the pot. I don't know if that's the correct saying or not. He just said, I'm trying to drive to make it interesting, which is not what you're supposed to do. Put that on a shirt. Don't be a hero. What was that off of? Don't be a hero. Drive like an arena driver. Do not try to do anything stupid. And we all go home happy. We all go home happy. But no. We're trying to make it interesting for you guys. I drive a Dalmatian, and I'm going to make it interesting for you guys. I don't know, guys. I'm not trying to go out of my way to target anybody, but it practically seems like I'm doing that right now, which I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to state the fact before this gets completely out of hand, because this just happened 5 hours ago. Kristen Anderson messed up. Plain and simple. In the video, she applied brakes. They shut her off. Sticky situation. She does not deserve to be fired for that. Blake Granger. Enough said. That happened after warning. After some warnings. So I just wanted to make this video before the heat for Kristen got too out of control, and I wanted to be somewhat the voice of reason here. Did I do a good job? I don't know. We will see when this video gets uploaded. So when the argument comes up, she didn't get fired because she's an Anderson. Quite frankly, she is an Anderson. It's the Anderson truck. They can get away with some things. Granted, if this was like a Blake Granger crash and then she walked away saying, I'm an Anderson, I don't deserve to be fired. Whole different story. It's their truck. She has leeway. Whether you like it or not, an Anderson in an Anderson truck, tough shit, she kind of gets some leeway here. And they shut her truck off, so tough titty, it happens. All right. I'm going to end the video now and go to bed. And with that being said, like and subscribe. Comment down below your guys' thoughts. This is going to be a hot tamale. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Go to bed.